The vast, open range of Nevada was home to the Shoshone Indian horses for over 200 years. They survived all the elements Mother Nature sent their way, living the life they were meant to live, until the cruel hand of man intervened. Not only were they transported from the only home they knew to an unfamiliar land, but they were transported to a place of suffering and death. The boundless pastures they once grazed were replaced by a barren wasteland fenced in with rusting barbed wire. The nourishment provided to them came from the urine and manure-soaked stall bedding from a nearby ranch. When they became too weak from starvation and thirst to stand, these horses, who were once the definition of strength and pride, laid down to die. There is no sadness like that of a mother not able to provide milk for her young. That baby at its mother's side as she dies from hunger is left to also die, hungry and alone. The creek's edge, where the horses had once gathered for a drink of life-providing water, had become a filthy puddle. All this suffering at the hand of man. The freedom and laws of nature that had once ruled this noble, proud herd had been replaced with greed and ego. Their days, once filled with life, were filled with suffering and the agony of starvation. This inexcusable act found an end when individuals from all walks of life came together to create Wild Horses in Need. When they transported the horses, weakened mares with their listless foals, pregnant mares with bones showing, and the stallions gaunt with hunger. They were transported back to a place of safety, a place of life, a place where freedom once again could rule this herd. The Win horses no longer have the worry of when or where their next meal will come from. They are protected by an umbrella which is held over them by the care and generosity of the supporters of Wild Horses in Need. Win is more than a horse rescue. It is a place in the heart, an opportunity to do the right thing, to right a wrong. A sin of grand proportion was created by a member of humanity against innocent inhabitants of this world that we all share and call home. Wild Horses in Need has responded and created a formula to make abuse and neglect forever in their past. Accountability plus compassion equals win. Win has made it their mission of promise to ensure that these horses remain protected, healthy, and free. Win provides freedom, physical freedom and emotional freedom. They possess the freedom to run, freedom to graze, freedom to make a choice, freedom to be. More importantly, freedom from abuse and neglect, hunger and thirst. 100% of each dollar donated is used to safeguard the health, protection, and well-being of this Shoshone Indian horse herd. Accountability is a core element of Wild Horses in Need, defining its very mission and promise, that by holding ourselves accountable, choosing the right in our own lives, choosing to be more than just another witness and standing up against injustice, we can turn a tragic, grave situation, as the mass starvation of horses, into an outcome of life and freedom. The Win horses possess bloodlines carrying the strength, beauty, kindness, and intelligence of their ancestors who lived during a time long ago, a time of discovery and promise. They were the invaluable horses who accompanied the explorers of the Lewis and Clark expedition in search of the Northwest Passage, ancestors whose hooves touched earth that no others had, whose eyes saw sights no others had. They stood by man every inch of the way on his journey of new. The descendants of these loyal companions 200 years later are forced to suffer and endure the atrocity of deathly starvation. We, as members of the human race, owe it to protect the surviving horses of this herd, to give them the freedom they deserve, the freedom that they own. Together with the help of supporters, WIN can continue to stand by them, ensure their protection. Stand up and be the voice for these dignified, noble, and simply beautiful wild horses in need. They need us. They need you. And together we can triumph and win.